Hello, my fellow humans. So, today I want to speak about my journey as an adult child of an alcoholic. The short way, what was the name for when you have only letters? I cannot remember it. So, the short way, just with letters, is ACOA, and adult children of alcoholics are people who are now adults but had been growing up in a family with alcoholics, and researchers also found out that the same things applies with other addictions and also with children that grew up in poverty or with parents that were chronically ill, these kind of things. And yeah, so I came in touch with this. Um, it was probably already in the previous decade, but I remember I read a book about it and I really found myself in it. But then I was like, okay, this is not gonna apply to me. I think positively, I'm gonna focus on my goals. I'm not exactly fitting the description. I felt as though because I have a stable relationship with my partner, no husband, and because I had good grades in school, and because I was active and social and all of these things, that I'm not exactly fitting this picture of an adult child of an alcoholic. But then I came in touch with it again 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and it was interesting how I came back to reading about it and actually setting a goal for myself around it. So, about 4.5 years ago, I went on a break with my partner. It was like a few days long break, and then we decided we're gonna continue with our relationship. But still, in that time, I moved to my mother and to my brother because they were living together, and I was there for about 8 months. Even though me and my partner decided to be together, I was still living there for that amount of time. And during that time, I realized how much the way we were living in our family, how much this has impacted my ability to do business, how much this has contributed my self-esteem or lack of it, how much this has contributed to me being total people pleaser, prone to burnout. It was during that time as though everything I read in psychology books has fallen into place, as though it is an exact science. Because before, I sometimes felt like psychology things can be like a bit up in the air, but during that time it all became so clear. It was like tup, 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 this is how I became who I am, and this is why I have issues. So anyway, during that time I was looking on the internet. I was searching, why do I have like strange feeling in my solar plexus. This feeling was, how to describe it, it was like something was constantly going on in my solar plexus, and even when I was trying to sit with the feeling and embrace it and let it go, do some emotional alchemy or whatever with it, it kept on persisting. It didn't go away. And so one day I put it into the search engine, solar plexus something, I know. I don't remember it anymore, but then I found on Reddit that this sensation could be there because of complex PTSD. So as the aftermath of trauma. And so I continued reading the thread there, and there was a post about a book from Pete Walker about complex PTSD, and it was such a good book. I still haven't read it till the end, but I got so much from the first 60 pages or so. It changed my life. And I started then also reading other books on the topic of adult children of alcoholics and things I found on the internet about it, and everything has started falling into the place why I was the way I was and why I couldn't break through some challenges. And I decided back then, because in that book from Pete Walker, it was said that this can be a lifetime process, that this healing can be a lifetime process. And I was totally the person before that who decided, like, this weekend I'm gonna heal completely, and on Monday I'm gonna be a whole new person, and I'm gonna be organized, and I'm gonna do everything in my business in nice way, and blah 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 blah. I'm gonna solve all of my things during a few days. And in that book it said that it can be a lifelong process, and I still don't want it to be a lifelong process even though it kind of is. But I set myself goal that I'm gonna become a confident person in 5 years. And now here we are, 4.5 years later, something like that, a little bit less. So I kind of have almost a year to become a confident person, and I want to talk about the progress I made so far. So I actually made a lot of progress. I became a much more confident person again. I started again socializing more with people. In 2022, I think, I enrolled in a coaching school. It was a 10-month coaching school, and that helped me a lot. It was actually very therapeutic for me, and through that I met an awesome, amazing fellow woman, fellow coach, and she helped me so much. It was really like a therapy with her, but even better, like mix of coaching and therapy. And she quickly became a person that actually knows me best, that knows sad and heavy and painful things I carry inside, and at the same time knows my loving and bubbly personality, all the things. And I also then next year in 2023, yes, I enrolled in a school, actual school that I attended in person, for a business secretary. And this also helped me so much because I needed to be more out in relationships with people, because when I burned out after running my first business, that was with eco-friendly accessories, and when I was running that business, during that time I was very active, very out there, very social, and then there was this burnout, and I became really afraid of people, and my self-image fell so low that I was becoming really socially anxious person, and I was so not feeling enough and not capable, and I was afraid of people asking me, what do I do? Even though I was like doing the inner work and building my business at the time and doing so many things on the website and other things like occasional gigs and different things, but because of burnout and all of this adult child of an alcoholic stuff coming up, I was really socially anxious person. And I remember when I decided that I'm gonna go back to school, back to physical school, that I was also afraid of social relationships, and I used my tool, the mental fog remover, that you can sign up for and get it for free. I mean, really do sign up for this thing, for this tool. It's a self-coaching tool, and I so much believe in it because I have it like a bunch of times, hundreds of times probably, or around 100, I don't know, anyway, like a bunch of times in my journals, and it always helps me to move forward, and it's gonna help you as well. Okay, so at that time when I was enrolling in this school, I went through the mental fog remover around relationships, being in relationships, meeting people, feeling awkward, and it was my conclusion that this is a part of relationships, that feeling awkward is a part of relationships, and that I can do this, that despite of awkward feelings, that I can do this. And there definitely were like a bunch of awkward feelings. I was the oldest in the class, which was like strange to me because I was used to being among the youngest or the youngest in the classes in the previous decade. As a young entrepreneur, I was usually amongst people who were like older and successful, and I was like a little genius there that has a bright future ahead of her. And then I felt like going back to school at 33 with Gen Z generation, as though I am a bit of a failure, you know. But anyway, it was awkward at the times, but still I got so much out of it. So many things that we were learning in school filled in the gaps that I had from my business experiences, and so many things that were there a theory I could connect with my actual experiences. So it was all making so much sense, and I definitely got also new things that I was surprised how interesting they can be to me. For example, spreadsheets. I started enjoying working with spreadsheets, and another thing that I was surprised about was law. I became a bit passionate now about law, especially with all the things going on at the world. Like, I started respecting law so much, and I wish, I mean, I can see how important the international law is, and I wish there would be more respect for it. Anyway, those were these things, and then like being in a relationship with classmates and doing all these group homework, group papers together, collaborating with each other. I was not used to this that much anymore, even though some of my business gigs consisted of that, some of my freelance gigs consisted of that. But being mostly at home and running my business online, I was not working so much with other people. So it helped me for my confidence to see that I can work with other people and they respect my contribution, and we can decide who does what together, and that we can create together papers that we are all satisfied with, and that we can be satisfied with group communication, these kind of things. So yes, that definitely contributed to my confidence and of course my success with school, because I only had the best grades. And also my thesis now, I already told you about it. It's about environmental and ethical responsibility of big tech companies. Maybe I'm gonna translate it to English, we'll see. So yes, this was also chosen by the school as the best diploma, and it goes somewhere forward, so like I think on the national level, so it kind of competes with other diplomas. Anyways, it's already a huge honor that it was chosen by school staff as best diploma on the school. So yes, these are definitely things that contributed to my confidence, and also taking on more freelancing gigs that became more constant, that I do on weekly basis. So that definitely helped with having some income, while I build my coaching business, that I have some income that I can rely on, even though like my main provider is still my husband, but this definitely helps both of us, that I also bring in some money. So yes, and now what is my next step is to start speaking regularly about my work, about my coaching business, about what I can help other business owners with, artists, activists who want to bring positive change to this world. Like we live in times where it is the only thing to do, that you follow the thing you know is best for you and best for others, that you bring your calling that you have forward, that you help in solving the world problems. And I really hope that it's gonna show up for me and for you as well, that all the things we've been through are gonna be of help in this journey. As for example, I know that I was healing from this narcissistic abuse, even though I sometimes said it's not necessarily that those people were narcissistic, but we definitely had these patterns of communication in our family, and then I was at the mercy or no mercy of this type of communication in some of my business relationships. And the state of the world now is this way as well. It feels as though a few narcissistic guys are running the planet and we are all being abused by that. So I really hope that for you, for me, and for all other people out there who went through this abuse and through the healing of it, that we can step up and help lead others through the healing, help others to step into their power and not give so much power to these old farts anymore, that we are in our power and do good with it, and not allow anymore these narcissists to have that much power over our lives, that we can do our thing and connect with other people who want good changes on this planet and speak about it. So that's my goal for the next year, in my 5-year confidence plan, in the 5th year of it, that I regularly speak about the things that I can help people with, that I bring forward my wisdom gained, that I promote my coaching practice, that I invite people to become my clients. My goal for this year is to go more into public. I'm feeling drawn to public speaking, even though this is definitely my edge since I'm not that good at it. But I know I have things to say, and there is also something in the way that I explain things and in the way that I share that touches people, and I want to use this gift of mine and develop it, lean into it, and I'm already so proud of myself what I have done with this YouTube channel, even though it might not feel like a big thing for some people, but I'm so grateful and so proud of myself that I can turn on the camera when I'm not home alone in a house where my parents-in-law live downstairs, and because I used to be so afraid of someone hearing me when I record a video, that I was only able to do it home alone, or when I was outside on a walk when no one could see me filming myself. And now I can turn it on and speak for half an hour about the things. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm so grateful for 86 of subscribers that I have here on YouTube, because this is to me like proof that something that I'm saying, or also funny videos that I sometimes make with shorts, that there's something about what I'm putting out that resonates with people, and it's like a motivation. Keep going, girl. Some people get it. It's worth to put yourself out there for those people who get it. So yes, this is my plan now for my confidence recovery plan for the next year. So hopefully definitely I'm gonna do more videos, and I'm gonna improve my selling as well and talking about my offers. So if you're a business person or an artist or an activist who is into changing the planet for the better, I might be the person for you. And what do we do in our coaching together? Like, the main thing is, I'm gonna see you as the genius that you already are. I'm gonna see all the good things about you. And this can be uncomfortable for some people who have a hard time receiving praise, but I definitely see all the good things, and where you already are in your life, where you wanna be, where you already have the skills that you think that you are lacking, and we build a structure in your daily life so that you don't burn out in your business, so that you can focus on your business. And sometimes I work with people who are pivoting, who are changing their business or adding a new product, and they have to create time for it. But it can be like already with your existing business, because we still have to create time and place for it. For example, with this coaching business of mine, I finally this year around September, I decided this and this and this day in the week is for my writing and for video making. It is for my coaching business, building my own business. and then I have 2 or 3 days per week where I do other freelancing things. And already it gave me so much. It already boosted my faith in my own business. So we have to create space and put boundaries in place. We do this and we create other structures for your relationships and health and your connection with the source. And we include fun, like daily fun, so that you follow your calling, that you do the work that you know is gonna improve the world, and we focus on monetizing it. And at the same time, we focus on your life so that you have everyday life that you love living, and so that your relationships not suffer when your business grows, but only improve because you nurture them daily. So you can sign up for coaching with me on my webpage or send me an email. There's all about it there. And you can get the free self-coaching tool, the mental fog remover that I told you about. I so much believe in it. I so much want you to try it out and send me your thoughts, send me your results. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Love you and bye bye.